Welcome back again, Redblurr Gamers. Sorry about the croaky, shitty, sniffly sounding voice. I am under the weather, but need to get on with this painting of this Commissar to have it finished by Friday. As you can see, it's in a few bits and pieces right in front of me on the desk. I do have to do the rest of the rim. I have basically finished the base. I will be finding a let me try and move some stuff around because I'm going to have to move some different pieces in order to be able to place something where I want it. Oops. Go over there. My paint pot from Hydra Fury. I got a new one. Mrs. Blur brought me a new one a little while ago. Around Christmas time. It's actually really good. I thoroughly actually like the way it's designed and whatnot. I'm going to switch to a bigger brush so I can actually get this done quicker and make my life easier. So we're just going to go around this quickly and make sure that all of the base is painted dark enough. Still allows. This is completed. It's done. It's out of the way. I can toss the actual base aside and go on with the rest of everything else I was trying to do. So there we go. I finished the base actually completely done in a way that I am happy with. I don't know if I will score well on the paint scores or what, but it's done. As you can see, there's probably a couple of other miniatures that have been completed. There's no grass on his base, but his black base is not actually being finished either yet. I should really do that too. But that is a completed Kazakin. As you can see, I did a little bit of highlighting. Well, I attempted to do a little bit of highlighting. This is what the look I'm kind of going for. I do obviously need some grass tufts to be put in place. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the black splodge on that. I would like to. Yeah, I'm not sure. It's kind of small to be able to do what I really want to do with it. But yeah, that's the paint cast style I'm going for. As you can see, there's one here that is pretty well painted. I'm just going to paint his drink bottle and grenade. I'll be painting both of those a green when I find the green again, which I actually think it's just here. Pretty sure this is the green I used. It's actually called Rainforest. I then went over it with some Null Oil just to try and darken it down a little bit. So we're just going to get some of that on the actual wet palette, which is over to my right hand side, which is one of the Redblurr Games ones. Does a great job. Thoroughly like it, can't complain. Yeah, I've got nothing bad to say about it. But I do need to get into and finish up this model. As you can see, there is some bits and pieces that have got to be touched up on here. I need to dry brush the gun a little bit and then get in and tidy up some stuff. So I'm going to need, where did you get to? I might have to use this maybe. And we are after the black rim speed paint from Army Painter. I just want a slight dab of it there because we don't need much. Very nice colour. I like the way it works, the way it looks, the way it feels. Comes out alright. But yeah, we just got to get in and get some on the bottom of this. I don't think I need more than what's on there. On the bottom of this hand grip here. Pistol grip. I don't want to be putting too much down. I also don't want to go over too much over the hard work I made to get the rest of the stuff done. We might actually have to go back through and just touch up a few little bits to make it look a little crisper, maybe. As you can see there, I'm pretty happy with what I'd done. Thought I did a good job. I painted the side panels of the pistol just to give them a little bit of colour, something entirely different. Just going to get in there and try and touch up some of this black so that it comes across nicely, or at least looks a little bit more fuller on the actual model itself. So yeah, as you probably all have noticed if you have been paying attention, I changed the way that I posted my videos. I'm definitely trying something different to see if it'll help, because I will say that I didn't feel like I was growing as quickly as I thought I could or would. Also really trying to tie all my stuff together to really make it look professional, a little bit more professional than what it may be. So yeah, if you like the work I did with the channel update, with the way that the last two videos went out, let me know, because that is possibly the plan going forward. That will be what happens with the channel in terms of how it presents when a video is uploaded. Because as I said, I'm trying to improve what you get to see when you do see it appear on the uploads appear, and hopefully that it actually helps. What the fuck happened there? My sword's like all away weirdly. Anyway. There's a massive section of sword that just doesn't seem to have, like, something's happened to it and the colour is pulled away. But yeah, excuse the coughing and the sniffling. And that is that section done. I think I'm going to go in with a little bit of Null oil over. I got this as good as I could, I did. I used cobalt metal from the Army Painters Fanatics colour range to get the colour on here, and so I'm hoping that just a little bit of Null oil, which I think I've just slightly run down with excess water on my brush because I forgot to do the age-old everyone sucks on the brush, will hopefully solve my issue. But what I do need to do right now is get some more. I'm actually going here because I need it to tell me what it's doing, because it's not really going on like it should. Something keeps coming off. But again, here we go. This is the Army Painter, as I said, Fanatics. Not Fanatics, this is speed paint in the silver. Just gonna try and rest it where it shan't fall apart too much. And then we'll give that brush again another clean, with the promise of the cobalt, which is actually over here on my paint palette, being able to go in the back section of this part, which will also be painted down to make it look right. And there is a slight portion of the brown that's got to be fixed, which luckily I have a smaller brush to go around and do that with. But hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. Slightly getting off screen accidentally, so just getting this in when we can with this brush, and we'll just allow it to like dry, so that it's all good. And then we'll look at the lovely face there of the gentleman, and we're just going to go over the top of his a little bit more helmet here, which hopefully everyone can see what I'm doing. Just going to run some Nuln Oil over that, like so. Ticks off another issue there. But yeah, as you can see, we have oh, there is another green. Wrong green. Wild green. Wild green is the colour of my weapons, which I have just then found and have now waxed some on the wet palette. My bad. That goes there. Which we can then, as I said, we're working on this gentleman just here, and we just need to get some green on his bottle section, so he's got green on his drink bottle per se, canteen that all the army boys used to carry. And then obviously swing around, and we've got to get some on that grenade, which is on his pouch just there. The face of the grenade, there we go. Just swing it upside down, so we can get on the bottom section here. And that's that bit done for a second, and we'll switch around to another army guy just here who also has a green, there's a grenade attached to his pouch. He's supposed to be the sergeant of the unit, one of the options anyway. I have two options for the sergeants. For the Kazakhstan unit, I have one with a power weapon and the standard bolt pistol, and I'm pretty sure the other one has the plasma. If I can see him, he does a plasma and a chainsword. So we've got a couple of options. Let's get his green on. Spin him around. There we go. Another guy with green painted on. Now there's a few more of these fellas that I do really need to... Oh, you've got nothing that needs to be green on you. That's even better. Get out of my face. There's a few of these other guys who have got, like this one, multiple grenades attached to their belt, so we can get in and we can actually attempt to paint these as well. I've managed to like get their arms off, so I can get back in and paint them in a much better fashion, allowing me to get into places where I wasn't previously able to get to when you're trying to paint. And I don't really like there being sections that are grey or just in undercoat still, or even if you've got a little bit of base coat on there, in base coat areas, So I'm just trying to make sure that all of that is sort of so look a little neater. I definitely want the models to look a little bit more pristine and finished. It definitely gives me that sense of achievement when I've got a fully painted model where I've not missed any of the possibility of getting colour into certain sections to be able to paint. So yeah, as you can see, hopefully, because I flipped the camera in a different spot, what I'm doing, as you can see there, got some green on his doodads. But yeah, I'm going to pull the pin on that for a second, guys, because I actually do need to blow my nose. Fun, the joys of being sick, but I'll probably spin this around so it's on a different direction so you can actually see what I'm trying to do a little better. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.